Ready to go green down in the pit. Zanardi's out of the car. Jackaroo.
Alex, you treated us to the first hit, but the second hit is what really finally put you out of the race.
Yeah. Well, it was unfortunate. I was trying to make position, didn't work. I got too close behind Robbie Gordon and lost downforce at the front, went into the wall.
You had a very different line than anybody else out there. Did you find something out there that maybe gave you the advantage there?
Yeah, seems to work because I passed a lot of cars there, but unfortunately I had a bad start, and then I was just about to pass Robbie Gordon, and it did pretty hard maneuver, something that I wouldn't expect. So apparently he doesn't take it for fun like everybody else, but you know, I was having my race until I did that fault.
What are your impressions of IROC so far?
Well, I still be a little bit bitter in my mouth because I had 2 races and twice I hit the wall, and I would have really loved to have a good result today, especially consider the position where I was starting. So missed an opportunity, but hey, I'm here in one piece, so that's important.
Well, I don't know why he's smiling. You consider he may have just cost his IndyCar teammate Jimmy Vasser the race here with everyone closed up under the caution. But he had a broken brake rotor, and that may have caused some other trouble. Robbie Gordon came in. They found a flat right rear and changed right side tires precautionarily. Tommy Kendall came in. They looked at his tires. They were okay, so he went back to his position.
Green flag is out.
Again, now with everybody bunched up, it's a whole new deal, but a very short time. Only 17 laps to run. Randy LaJoie tries to make a move. Al Unser Jr. coming alongside LaJoie. Moves forward. Tommy Kendall's just behind LaJoie, can hold on to the spot. Mark Martin was not able to get past Jimmy Vasser, but he is very definitely right there.
Al Unser Jr., that high line, was able to get it some... Oh, it's some contact!
Touch again! And everybody catches it. Oh man, how did they save those cars? Shows you Al Unser Jr. really wants to get forward. He's managed a few positions. Now they bounce again.
Kendall and LaJoie make contact. That's Kendall with the lime-colored car on the inside.
It's getting serious back here.
And there's Robbie Gordon, the rose-colored car that had to stop and change that flat tire.
Dale Jarrett and Dale Earnhardt just behind, the green car, the orange car. Again, Kendall and LaJoie very close. Kendall tries to get ahead of him. Robbie Gordon comes down, tries to decide which way he's going to go. At the front, nothing changes. Vasser, Martin, Jeff Gordon, first, second, third. Fights back here.
And right now, Robbie Gordon in the rose-colored car was probably faster than these 2 cars if he could just get in front.
Look at Kendall. Checks the mirror, starts back and forth. Remember, on the IROC cars, they have added a side mirror to help some of the drivers who are not accustomed to using only the center post mirror.
So both Unser and Robbie Gordon able to get by LaJoie. There comes Earnhardt working on the back bumper of Randy LaJoie.
Earnhardt, the orange car. Really let the car run out to the wall last time. Dale Jarrett, that green car, just behind Earnhardt. Nothing changes at the front. There goes Vasser and Mark Martin. They've pulled away. Maybe an additional 10, 15 feet from Jeff Gordon. Terry Labonte now runs in fourth. But Al Unser Jr. is moving up through the field. Look at Earnhardt.
And Jarrett trying to get by Dale Earnhardt. Earnhardt's car, the tail wiggle a little bit as he goes through the corner, which allowed Jarrett to close up. They're side by side down the backstretch.
Jarrett may have him here. Look how close. Jarrett pushes the nose ahead. Does he have him? Not yet, not yet, not yet. They touch.
And Earnhardt comes back on the outside, gets a great run, and pulls back in front of Dale Jarrett.
So the 2 stock car greats battle here. Well, with Vasser's advantage gone because of that caution, Mark Martin is all over him. We're running into the final laps, and we'll be back with the finish right after this. Labonte moves down inside of Jimmy Vasser. They come through the tri-oval. Mark Martin has the line, and Mark Martin goes for the lead. Can he hold on to it? Jimmy Vasser stays high, but Mark Martin begins to pull away. Mark Martin takes the lead here at Charlotte.
And right now, Vasser has his hands full with Jeff Gordon and Terry Labonte.
So they waited until the closing laps of the race to start the attack, and the NASCAR boys now working together against the IndyCar champion Jimmy Vasser.
And it's interesting to see how these cars, as the race is going on, more and more of these car drivers are using that same line that Alex Zanardi was using earlier. They're going in the corner higher and coming off low. Watch as Robbie Gordon did the same thing, and he's blowing by Terry Labonte, although he does have fresher tires than the other cars.
The field now closely bunched at the front once again. Al Unser Jr. also has moved in to join this group. Can Jimmy Vasser get back at him, or is he going to have to defend the rest of the way against the two Gordons?
These cars have their hands full trying to keep Robbie Gordon behind them right now with those fresher tires. He's on the outside. There he goes by Jeff Gordon to take over third spot.
Boy, Robbie Gordon, after falling back, the tires have certainly helped, which may tell you something about the tires on the other car, but Jeff Gordon's not going to let him get away with it.
He comes back, but Robbie Gordon on the outside, he will take that spot away.
Gordon held on valiantly. Mark Martin just kicked the back end out pretty heavily as he came off of four, didn't get the wall, but was tracking very wide. Al Unser Jr. now pulling up behind Terry Labonte. Then Tommy Kendall.
Al Unser Jr. in the red car. Meanwhile, Vasser moves down low, trying to block that inside move by Robbie Gordon because he knows it's coming.
So now the stage being set for the final laps of this run.
This is Al Unser Jr. right along with. The car directly in front is Terry Labonte.
4 laps to go as they cross the stripe. Can Jimmy Vasser catch Mark Martin?
Meanwhile, can he keep Robbie Gordon behind him? There goes Gordon on the outside.
Boy, Robbie Gordon, he has just been flying in this event. All the way to the back after the yellow. Now up into third place.
Well, remember, he missed the driver's meet and had to start at the rear of the field. And twice he started back there and worked his way to the front. Here he comes. He's on the inside of Vasser.
The wild one moves to the inside of Jimmy Vasser. Can he hold the position? Vasser sits very wide, and Robbie Gordon picks up second place. Now Jeff Gordon moves around Vasser. Vasser's in trouble. Here comes Labonte. Labonte sideways.
Oh, what a great job Terry Labonte did. He tried to turn under Vasser, almost lost control. He's now losing the spot because of it, and maybe 2 spots. There goes Unser Jr. and LaJoie.
Labonte lost the momentum, and in doing so, Al Unser Jr. got around him. Randy LaJoie got alongside. 2 laps to go now as they hit the stripe.
Tommy Kendall said, where do I go now, Coach?
You know, but Tommy has been there the entire run.
Back to the lead. Mark Martin, the leader. Robbie Gordon in second spot. There we see LaJoie and Labonte still side by side.
Ready with the white flag as they come around this time, watching at the front of the field while we look back to Tommy Kendall, who tries a move. And it looks like it's going to work. 1 lap to go now. Mark Martin, the leader.
There's Robbie Gordon in second spot. What does he have? There we see the leader, Martin. Robbie Gordon. Just a few car lengths. Meanwhile, the battle is back for about 5th spot.
LaJoie Labonte again. Earnhardt there, Kendall there, Jarrett there.
Actually, that's for 6th spot between LaJoie and Labonte. Meanwhile, here we come for the win.
Leaders turn for home. Robbie Gordon is not going to catch him. Mark Martin is going to take back-to-back wins. The defending IROC champion. Back-to-back wins at Charlotte Motor Speedway, followed by Robbie Gordon and Jeff Gordon.
Well, Mark Martin, back-to-back wins at Charlotte, and it didn't come easy for you.
No, I tell you what, Jimmy Vassar was doing a great job out there. I tell you, he showed me a new line around that place. You know, I just kept, I kept trying to catch him, and then I just decided to keep pace and ride there. And then I was trying to catch him and see if I could pressure him, and then we got that caution, and that gave us a breath, to fresh air and chance to get up on him. And we just mashed the gas and went on.
So Mark Martin scores back-to-back victories in the IROC at Charlotte. Jimmy Vassar, who led most of the way, finishes up in 4th place. Al Unser Jr. came carving up to the field to 5th. Here's Jack.
And the last thing you needed was that caution.
Yeah, we were out running pretty good, and I had a good rhythm going. And then the restart wasn't bad. I just, in the later laps, I think I was riding that right front. My car got a little bit, I guess in NASCAR country you say tight. In Indy cars we say we started to understeer a bit, and I just got a little high, and they got underneath me, and that's the way it goes. But just for my first time here at Charlotte, I'm happy for a performance like that.
But you've gotten real serious about this, the 100-mile simulated race. This is not something that you're just phoning in.
No, I figure if I'm going to come out here and do it, I mean, we're racing with these guys, you better be prepared with names like Martin and Earnhardt and Gordon and Zanardi and Unser Jr. I mean, not to leave anybody out. I mean, the whole field is a bunch of great drivers, and so, to save myself from looking like an idiot, I come out here and practice a bit, because I'm sure they have quite a bit more miles around here than I do.
It was a good show.
Thank you very much, Jack.
So Mark Martin moves around Al Unser Jr. and takes the point lead. Jimmy Vassar, with his long lead at this race, moves from 12th up into 6th place. Next, it's off to California Speedway, Roger Penske's brand new track at Fontana for round 3 of the IROC. Well, Jimmy Vassar led in the early going, but then Alex Zanardi bounced off the wall. That closed the field up, and Mark Martin took the win. Congratulations to Mark Martin.